Hello, hey, it's me, Stacy, woohoo! Nobody's cheering, I'm kidding. Well, nobody's cheering here, but hey, what is happening? How's everything going? It has been, for me, a while. For you, it's probably going to be like a day, maybe not a day, a couple hours that you've heard me. But for me, it's been about maybe a week, a little bit more. A lot has been going on. But I said, no, today I'm going to get my booty to doing this next podcast on my phone, of course, so you can, it probably sounds like, I don't know, maybe it sounds like we're on the phone together. For me, it sure does feel that way because I have my phone up to my ear, literally like I am on the phone, which I am on the phone. But anyways, how's it going? Did I ask that already? I think I already asked that. I just have so much on my mind, and I decided that I wanted to get on here to talk about that, because this morning I was, being the typical YouTube viewer, consumer. I don't really know if that even makes sense. I was going through YouTube. I saw a video recommended to me. Anyway, I heard basically that as of recently, and right now we're in June of 2018, which I can't believe we're already halfway through the year. My goodness, as a kid, time would drag on. I would literally feel like it was ages and ages and ages until we got to Christmas, or until summer break or spring break. Anyway, now I feel like, oh my gosh, like we were just in January yesterday. Now we're in June. What's going on? We're in the wrong J. Anyway, we're not in the wrong J, by the way. We're in the right J, but that was just my mind. And it doesn't matter. Okay. So, right, I heard that YouTube is having ads, anti-gay ads, or pre-roll before or on videos that have to do with LGBTQ plus support, advice, just LGBTQ plus videos, what have you. This was a shock to me, okay? Because it's not a shock because I'm like, what? This exists? No, I had an idea from other videos that I've seen before and stuff that I've heard that this is actually going on, but I didn't know that it was still going on. Not that I was oblivious to it, but just because I don't really consume a lot of content, a lot of it, not anymore as much as I used to, because I'm so consumed in doing what I'm doing and getting my own videos done and all the projects that I'm working on for myself and for my channel. And plus work on the side. So I don't really consume a lot of what's going on. I really don't listen a lot to the news, which for some people it's like, really, that's not good. You should be in the loop. For others, it's like, I totally get you, because a lot of it is very negative, and devastating. And, I don't like to surround myself around those things. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like to know when things are going on, when things are happening, like, the volcanic, I can never say that word, volcanic, but no, it's not volcanic, it's volcanic. This is the stuff that happens every single day with me. I'm just literally I feel like I'm talking to myself right now, but I talk to myself, and we all do. Anyways, anyway, see, I get off topic, but like the eruption in Guatemala. By the way, my heart goes out to everybody who has family out there, anybody who's going through it, anybody who has lost family members, anybody who has not even heard from them, that just anybody that's out there. Oh, it just breaks my heart to see the images and to see how distraught the looks on people's faces are, and the fact that they've lost so much, everything that they ever worked hard for, their homes, their family members, their home, what they call home as a whole. Like, it's just, it breaks my heart. It really does break my heart. But anyway, I just wanted to say stuff like that I see. Of course, I like to know about what that kind of stuff that's going on, so that I am in the loop when that happens. But like other negative stuff, like things that the media portrays and all that, like, I'm not into it. But anyway, I got off topic again. It's not typical. I mean, that's so typical of me. I meant to say it's not surprising. Well, I heard about this whole thing with YouTube, and I'm like, this sucks. Like, I watched a video from Hank Green, I believe. I don't know if that's exactly his name. I believe it is. But anyways, his channel is Hank's channel, right? So I came across that video, and he was the one that really made a point that I mean, every video that is out there obviously makes a point, but his point that he brought up really resonated with me, because he said, it's so sad. Don't quote me, by the way, because it's not exactly what he said, but he said, it's really sad that kids or anybody who's struggling with LGBT, or they come here to a video to watch, or on YouTube as the platform to watch LGBTQ plus. It's such a hard word to say, like lengthy, not hard, but lengthy. But to watch LGBT videos and maybe have that escape or whatever it could be, and then they see these things because these anti-gay things or ads are happening on these videos. So they go to watch these videos, but then they have this, and who knows, maybe that could scare them, YouTube serves as so many things for so many people, and for a lot of us it's escapism, and for a lot of us it's a safe place, especially for your LGBTQ plus YouTubers, or the community that you identify with, or communities, because it doesn't have to be one, but you go there to be in your happy place, to feel that safeness, to feel that happiness, and not have to worry about it. And now this stuff is happening. And so he made a really good point. He said, if the people that are making ads, or that are selling ads, or buying ads, or whatever, the space for ads, have the option to say, no, I don't want my ads to show on these kinds of videos, and these kinds of videos, or this topics, or this, or this, or this, then we as YouTube creators should have the option as well to say, well, we don't want these kinds of ads on our videos. That was a brilliant point. I'm just thinking, like, yes, that would be fair. Fair is fair. You know what I mean? But I really did. My goodness, I really did like what he said about about people coming to that specific creator, or that specific video to escape, or to just hear it, just be there. And we don't want to be listening to that kind of stuff, especially if you're somebody who is struggling with your own identity, with your sexual preference, with who you are as a person. It doesn't even have to be LGBT related. If you're just struggling and you're going through these negative thoughts, and you just come here, or to my channel, to another video, to just escape and feel happy, and then this shit pops up, of course, it might trigger something, and that's what we don't need. And I feel so sad that YouTube used to be this place, and to some degree it still is, but it used to be this place where you could feel far more safe, and you didn't have to deal with all of this crap. And now it's at a larger scale. Now a lot of us feel like that's not what it is anymore. A lot of us feel like it's just evolved into something that we no longer feel like we have that creative liberty to upload what we want and to say what we want. Like, I'm totally with the things that they have banned that are negative, that are really bad, that, that we're just like, why did anybody even create this? But in a that could be dangerous, or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's understandable when it comes to that. And it's understandable when there's ads who are promoting their product and are paying for a space to promote this, but yet they're on videos where they don't want to be associated with that. I understand that, but I don't understand the whole anti-LGBT on an LGBT video. I get it, but I just wish, like Hank Green mentioned, that we did have the option, us as creators have the option to be like, well, we don't want these kinds of ads on ours, because we should have that option. You know what I mean? We should, just like they get it, we should too. We're making them money. We're making YouTube money. You know what I mean? Like, now, if you're a small YouTuber, you don't make shit on YouTube. You don't fucking make shit. I was just thinking about it right now before I made this podcast. Like, I don't even remember the last time I don't even remember if I got if I got money or revenue from my videos within the last 2 months. I don't remember. I could have, and if I did, it was next to nothing, because that's honestly what I make as a small YouTuber right now. And also because I hadn't been uploading so much, I don't make anything. But I do this because I know, one, because I freaking love it. I love making YouTube videos. I really do. It's my passion. I just get so happy when I'm filming a video and I upload it, and when I edit it, import it, upload it, and edit it, and upload it. Okay, whatever. You get what I'm saying. But when I have something up there, and then I get the feeling of like, I did something good. I put something good out into the world, because I get messages that say, thank you so much for, uploading that video, and I was able to relate, and it was such a great feeling, and because of your video, I'm in such a better place, and I was able to accept myself, and I was able to see the light, and that stuff, that is exactly what keeps me so into this, so happy when I make these videos, because I've said it a million times, when I was going through what I was going through in my time of like not knowing what the heck was going on with me, and if I was okay with who I am, and if it was normal and all that, discovering my own sexuality, growing into my own skin in many ways than just sexuality and preference or whatever it is. I didn't have somebody there. I didn't have somebody like so many of us, or like we do now. You can go online and you can find support for anything that you want to do. If you're an aspiring, athlete, you can find support on there. You can find videos of people going through struggles and how they worked on it, or tips and tricks and advice, and showing you how. You have all that. Back then, when I was going through that, this whole YouTube thing was barely starting. So I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like to not have anybody. I know. And so that's why I do it. That is exactly why, out of many reasons, obviously, but this is one of the biggest reasons why I do it. So to see that so many videos that are helpful to the community are being demonetized or are being targeted with these kinds of things, it breaks my heart. It sucks, because it's true. Now that if you're, not to discourage anyone, but which this shouldn't discourage you, should only make you push harder, should only make you work harder, because that's exactly what I've been telling myself. Like, this is a moment to work harder. Now I'll get into that right now, but I just wanted to say, like, it is true. Like, now if you want to start YouTube, it's much, much harder to get anywhere and to grow, much harder than it was before with all of this that's going on. It's hard to make a living off of YouTube now. Back then, when it was first starting, it was absolutely amazing. You could do that living, and then don't get me wrong, you still can. There's just so many more obstacles and hurdles that you have to jump through now. And it's absolutely normal when something's just first starting off and popping. Like, of course, it's going to be a lot easier to climb the ropes. But once everybody wants to start climbing the same ropes, of course, there's going to be roadblocks and obstacles, and they're going to make it much harder to do. But it's not impossible. And so, it just breaks my heart. It does. It breaks my heart. But when things like this happen, like, you just have to adapt. You just have to, like, I'm not saying don't fight for what's right and whatnot, of course. But in the meantime, we have to take advantage of the time that we have now. Like, yes, fight for what you believe in, but also work hard alongside of that. I understand. It's like, sometimes you get to this point where you're like, for what? Like, for what if in the end my videos are going to get demonetized, or in the end, but there's ways around it. There's ways, and I'm firsthand living that. I'm figuring it out. Like, I am so thankful that my videos, not many of them have gotten demonetized. I have seen some that are demonetized, and they're understandable. Why? Because I'll use terms like a video I did. I don't remember exactly what it was about, but I think it was something about, like, oh gosh, I don't remember. Something about strange habits, or I don't know what it was. It was something like that. Like I guess it was in a video where I was kind of saying, like, oh my god moments kind of thing, like, really, these things exist kind of thing. I could be totally wrong, but I'm thinking that's what it was. But in that video, it said something about, it mentioned oral sex, and I labeled it and I tagged it. So that is understandable to me, because I get it. Do you get what I'm saying? But it was, I don't know if I could completely consider that demonetized, but I know that it was, excuse me, I had a burp. I know that it was not suitable for all ads. So it said limited or not suitable for all ads, something like that. So I don't know exactly if that's considered demonetized, but it's a form of demonetization to me. Okay, that's what I see it, how I see it as. So, where was I going with all this? So because of that, I was saying, so I'm very thankful that I don't have many of those. And I understand those that are like that. There's another one that is actually like one of my biggest, I guess, with the most views or more views than I'm now. I get very crappy views, but before this video, last I checked, this video had about 45,000 views, which to me right now is a lot, because I usually get like 500 now views, and that's a big jump, because I went from having 20,000 views on one video to 500. So you can already see that that's a major drop, and that's with so many things that have happened. But that has discouraged me along the way. It fucking sucks. But I also understand that with life comes changes, and with those changes you have to adapt. And if you don't adapt and you don't find a way to make it work by also staying true to yourself and being patient and giving time, you're gonna fucking fail. You're gonna lose. So it's not surprising, you know what I mean? And along my journey, I have given up many times in ways where I'm like, I'm not adapting, so I have lost. But those losses, now that I look back, I'm like, it was meant to be that way. It had to be that way. So now I can understand, and I can respect the process, and I can respect what it takes and how much work goes into it. You know what I mean? I have always been a hard worker. I know that of myself because I am myself, and my dad always taught me to work hard. So I always carry that with me, and I love to work hard. I love the payoff that comes with working hard. And that's something that I stand by and I stay true to. And so going through this has only made me respect it more and more and more. So with the changes that come along, we either adapt or we miss out. You know, it's one or the other. You fucking adapt and you learn and you figure it out, or you just let the wave drag you along with everybody else that has fallen off, or that is falling off, or that will fall off. And so I'm very thankful. I know that in the future, maybe as my channel grows and things happen, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get more videos demonetized, but hopefully not by then. Everything will be worked out. Hopefully YouTube will get back into the swing of things and really be what it used to be. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But whether it is or it isn't, there's always ways to figure things out, you know, like through certain tags. Like I've learned, like there's certain tags that you should just not. Okay, I feel like this is the part where people will be like, well, we should be able to use whatever tags we want and blah, blah, blah. But if you want your channel to be out there and grow, like find ways that you can make it so that nobody can target you. Like I totally understand. I know a big one right now is transgender, that tag. I know that is huge, and I know it fucking sucks. And I know that me sitting here right now being like, well, find a way, it doesn't take away from the issue at hand. Totally, I get it, and I'm not saying that, but in the meantime that this crap gets fixed, find that way to continue to put that out there. You know, find that loophole in the system, in whatever it is that you're doing. Even if like this could even apply to, which I want to talk about after all this, to your mom who doesn't accept you, or who doesn't want you to be with somebody, or your dad or your parent, or whoever it is that's making it difficult. Find a fucking loophole. Find a loophole in the meantime and figure things out. Don't completely close off all doors. Don't lock all the doors for yourself, because I bet you there is a way. One way or another, there is a way. Whether it means to just settle down for a bit, whether it means to just get along with whoever it is, and doing things that you know will keep them on your good side. Like, for example, if your mom has been fucking telling you all this crap, or has been on your case a lot, wash the dishes for a change without her telling you. Or, you know, clean the house or clean the bathroom without her having to breathe down your neck and be like, did you clean your bathroom yet? Why don't you do this? I work all the time. You get home and you don't do anything. Hey, beat her to it. Clean your room. Have your room clean so she doesn't have something to yell at you. And I get you. Maybe at some point you're like, well, you know, I know this doesn't apply to everybody, because I know some people don't live at home anymore. But like, you know, if you haven't figured it out, find a way. And having your room clean might be it. Or it could be with your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your best friend or whoever, your roommates, whoever it is, your teacher, your coworker, whatever. Do something so that ahead of time, so that they don't have anything to nitpick with you, pick at, whatever, you get me. Do, like I was mentioning before this, I know some of us will be like, well, we can do something, and then they find another thing to nitpick at us, or to be picky. I forget what the word is. Nippy. What is the fucking word? I don't remember, but I remember I just thought of that and I lost my train of thought because my sister got in trouble in high school for saying that word, and I just realized she meant it in a different way, like it's cold outside kind of thing. Or I don't know what the exact story, I think it was like that. But she got in trouble for that because she was being racist according to whoever it was. So I said that. So forgive me. I really did not mean to say that. Not in a racist way, I should say, because honestly, I don't even freaking know what it means. Whenever I say that, I think of like nipple, but anyway, or like it's cold outside, like, oh my gosh, it's cold, like the cold is nipping at you. Anyway, I ain't gotta slay myself. You get what I'm saying. But what was I freaking saying? Oh my god, this happens all the time. I think it's nitpicking. Anyway, nagging is the word I'm trying to think of. Without them nagging at you all the time, just find a way to keep it at peace. Here's another little mini story on the side of this. My uncle, we were at my cousin's wedding a long time ago, and he was talking to us all at the table, and he's like, I know how I know that, like, what is it that I really need to work at this. Anyways, he was saying basically, like, I know how my wife is. I know that she doesn't like when I come home and I sit on the couches all dirty. Like, so he's like, so I avoid that. I avoid all the problems that could happen from me doing that. I know what makes her upset. I know what makes her mad. So I don't do it, in order to keep the arguments away, and the same for her. He's like, you just have to work together. And so it makes sense. And this is another thing that could really help you. If you have a problem with whoever it is, or you in the meantime, you're trying to figure it out, do things. And I know it might like piss you off, or you don't want to because, I don't know, maybe it's your ego, or maybe you have too much pride, or whatever it is, but do things in order for you not to have to deal with that. Cut that out. Like, cut it out before it happens. Get rid of it. Prevent it is what I'm trying to say. Prevent that, and you know what it is. So just to keep things at peace, or whatever it is, do it ahead of time. Cross that off your list so that they won't be able to go and say that. You'd be surprised. Maybe things could change for the better, But back to the whole YouTube thing. This is why it is so important for you as a viewer. No matter if you are a content creator and a viewer, whatever. For you who consumes content, to support your favorite YouTubers, especially if they are small YouTubers. And I know I probably sound like every other YouTuber out there, but I, as a small YouTuber, understand 120% what this really means. For a while, I haven't made much off of YouTube. I'm still here, though, because my true passion is not money. My true passion is to help others, to be that backbone, that strength, that help, that advice, that inspiration, that motivation, that encouragement, that shoulder to cry on, that ear to listen. I love being that. I love that my videos can serve that purpose for so many people that I've never even met in my life, people that probably won't even talk to me ever, but will have something from this. And that is exactly what drives me to keep pushing through, whether I make $1 or I make 100, whatever it is. I could tell you it's not even close to 100, but whatever it is, that it would be fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong. It would be absolutely amazing if I could make an amazing amount off of YouTube and have a comfortable life off of that. Of course, but I know that will come with time. But it's not ever going to take away from what I get in return. The ROI of putting out this good into the world, that the stuff that is me, staying true, putting it out there and helping others and getting these amazing messages back, saying things, even saying I've saved their lives. You know how freaking amazing that is? Before all of this, before I ever got a message like that, I thought it was only celebrities that had that, like big shot celebrities that talk about their own stories or heal people through their music or share their music. I thought it was only those people. Like, you had to be a celebrity. And I know it sounds funny to think that way, but like, we all have those moments where we're like, why did I ever think like that? Like, there's so much more to the world. But as you open up your eyes to the world and what goes on, and you see it through a different set of eyes, you understand. As soon as you go through experiences and all that, you understand it. Like, it's a whole other level of understanding. Like, there's knowing and there's understanding. And so I shifted into that knowing. And then it was like, oh, now I understand. So it's just amazing. And so I, as a small YouTuber, I do know the struggle, and I do know how discouraging it is, and I've lived through it, and I've gone through it. And yes, it sucks that so many small YouTubers are putting in so much work, hard work, and they're not getting recognized. Their content is still being drowned amongst all the other stuff that YouTube pushes out, but doesn't take the time to push, a meaningful video out. Not saying that there's not other meaningful videos out there, but like from a small YouTuber, like sometimes that's the truth. Sometimes, they push out what they want and they don't care. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's all like that, but on the surface, that's what it seems like. But, and not always, but you know what I mean? So it is crucial that you do support your YouTuber. If they have merch and you are able to purchase it and you want to purchase it, go for it. That's a great way to support. But you don't have to support in that way. It could be as simple as just sharing their video. You have no idea how much of an opportunity you're giving a smaller YouTuber by simply just sharing the video. You just share their video, you spread the word about it. That doesn't cost you a dime. At the most, it's going to cost you, hey, maybe a couple minutes of your time, seconds, whatever. I don't know why I said it. Hey, I don't know. But, like, that's free. That's obviously something you're never going to get back, which is a couple minutes of your time. But you've already dedicated your time that you won't get back to hopefully on a video that really means a lot to you, and so why not take an extra second or two to support that YouTuber and spread the word about that video, or spread the word about them or their channel, or tell a friend about them, somebody who could benefit from it too, and you will be helping in that way. I feel like a lot of us don't take the time to share a video that really does mean a lot to us, and again, it doesn't always have to mean that you have to put up money, or that you have to buy something, or that you have to pay for whatever it is that they're offering, or that's great if you do. That's wonderful, but just know that support doesn't mean that that's the only thing you can do. You can support them by, like I mentioned, sharing it, even commenting, but just know that, just really understand that you don't have to purchase anything. You don't have to buy a shirt. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that to show your support or to help your favorite YouTuber. You can simply just share it, like the video, comment, share it. Just share it. I can't emphasize how important sharing is. Spread, like, the word. How does it say it? How do you say it? Word, mouth, spread the word. But it's by mouth. I forget how it goes. I guess spread the word. I don't know. Just spread the word about your favorite YouTuber. I know a lot of us, we got bills to pay. You know what I mean? And sometimes we can't afford the merch. Sometimes they are super expensive. This is reality. Sometimes we just don't have money to give. Sometimes we just don't have that. And or whatever it may take, but we do have time to share a video that we liked, to like the video that we liked, to comment, and to just pass it on. You know what I mean? And that's the power of social media. You have your Facebook page that you can share it, that you can say something, that you can like it, that you can message to your friends. We have Instagram that we can do the same. We can, repost something, or what's the word? And your story, like add it to your story, restory it. I don't know, regram it. I don't know what the hell the term is. You can retweet it. You can tweet it out. You can do all of that. Just, spread the word to your followers. That is support. And I think that is one of the greatest supports that you can give to anyone, because you're actually spreading the word. You're putting it in front of more ears, in front of more eyes, in front of more human beings. And that could possibly set off a chain reaction, because then that person that you shared it with could share it with 40 other people that they know. And then out of those 40, 10 of those people can share it to other people that know, and it just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And that, to me, is one of the most valuable kinds of support that you can offer. You know what I mean? Other than, of course, always watching their videos, always liking their stuff, always commenting and saying, hey, great video, or I really liked what you said, or I could really relate, or just showing your support in that manner, So, yeah, if you truly do like a video, like a YouTuber, don't force yourself to either. If you really don't like the video, please don't share it, because then you're just not being genuine about it. But if you genuinely like a YouTuber, if you genuinely like a channel, if you genuinely felt something from that video, and you know that you can help somebody, pass it on. You know what I mean? You know me. I always try to make it a point to let it be known that we all need help at one point in our lives, so why not help others? It's a good feeling, and I always try to push that on. I always try to say that, and I've recently gotten into the habit in my videos to say towards the end, and it comes from the heart, because I've noticed this, especially yesterday when I was filming a video, or the other day when I was filming a video, that I was just speaking, and then from the heart, here comes this, please, like, no matter, I said, please, if you do know somebody who could really benefit from this, who could really listen to these words, who needs to hear these words, anybody who's struggling, anybody who's going through this, please just pass this on. Help me help them. You know what I mean? Like, in you helping me, you're helping me help others. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I try to push on, for you to help, or for you to, even to help you help others. You get what I'm saying? Like, you are helping somebody by going to them and be like, hey, I know that you were going through some things the other day, and I just wanted to send this video your way because I know you need a little bit of positivity in it. And bam, you help them. Like, even if they don't come back to you and be like, hey, wow, you were freaking amazing for sending me that video. Maybe somebody just doesn't know how to say those words or put that into words, but you helped them. You at least did your part in showing them a little bit of light. And that's amazing. So, yeah, with that being said, hopefully YouTube really comes around and is able to at least figure that out. And like Hank Green mentioned, give us the option. That would be absolutely great. And with all of that, I know I said I was going to touch on this. Now I'm kind of forgetting what it was, but now I think I remember what it was. As a content creator, I kind of said this earlier, when there's changes, we have to adapt. We either stay in the dust or we run and we keep up. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean we have to stop fighting for what we believe in, as I said, but fight what you believe in and keep up. You know what I mean? I know it fucking sucks. Trust me. I have been through this for years now. I've been through the ups and the downs. I've been at a high with YouTube, and I've been at a fucking low. And for the last couple of years, I've been at a low, and I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm still figuring out ways, like putting the rainbow emoji, putting the rainbow flag emoji on my tags. I don't know if those two things work or not, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it to see, and I know it sucks, but try to figure out a way in this system meanwhile, and also don't just put all your eggs in one basket with YouTube. Go on Facebook, go on Instagram, go on Twitter, go on whatever it is, and push your content, and not in a way that's annoying though, because I've learned that the kind of the hard way for me. I feel like I'm still working on that, because I feel like I'm a little like skeptical to put my stuff on Twitter and be like, hey guys, I got a new video. I would do that, but to me, in a way, I feel like I'm pushing my content, and I want people to be like, oh my gosh, Stacy has a new video out, bam, let's go watch it. But then I understand that how are they gonna know, or how is anybody gonna know that I put a video on if they don't have notifications and I don't say it anywhere else? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to find the balance between that, but I also think it's crucial to not overwhelm all and oversaturate all of your social medias with that. I don't know, maybe it does work, I don't know, but to me, from my personal experience, and my feelings, and also being a content consumer along the way, it does kind of get annoying when a YouTuber will be like, or like certain YouTubers that I would watch or whatever, used to watch, they'd be like, hey, new video, and that's all they tweet about. Because then it seems like that's all you care about, just pushing your content. Some people are genuine about it, and I don't know, I just think you figure out a way that is you, and that is letting everybody know, like, hey, new video, but also don't just make it about that, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I've learned. I don't know, who am I to be giving tips, I guess, but in a way, I do know, because I do know what works for me, and what hasn't worked for me so far. I still have yet so much to learn, and so much to really experience and experiment with my own stuff. But I can definitely say, as a content consumer, it does get annoying to some degree when that's all you push, that's all you say, and that's all it seems like your rest of your content, like tweets and Instagram and all that, gets to. Like, there are some people out there who are some creators who are really, really good at it, and really good at finding that balance between posting stuff and then also saying, hey, by the way, new video out in case you want to see it, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I'm trying to find the balance between that, but I forgot how I got on this topic. Just find a way to share your content too. That's something I'm working on too, trying to put more on Facebook, put more on Instagram, put more on Twitter. It's been a slow process, because I'm kind of, again, trying to find the balance between how to really do it and keep up with it every single day. So it's been a little challenge, but I'm not giving up. I'm finding that way, and I know that I'm going to make it work one way or another, because I'm determined to, because I know that in this world, shit changes, and when it does, it's up to you on how you're going to deal with it. Are you going to keep up? Are you going to stay behind? Are you going to change course? Are you going to try to pave a new way? Everybody's answer is going to be different. Everybody's method is going to be different, but I think if you truly want something, you're going to find a way, no matter how or what you're going to do, or what it's going to take to just keep doing it and staying true throughout that entire thing. I think it's very important, no matter what it is that you're doing or wanting to do or wanting to tackle. You've got to adapt. When changes happen, it's time to figure it out. It's time to see what you've got to do to keep up, But always, always, always remember to stay true to what you're doing, no matter what it is. Stay true to that. I answered a question in that video that I was talking about earlier, that I said that it came from the heart when I was saying to help others. That same video was about I got caught up thinking about what I had said. I sound like I said caught up when I was saying about from the heart. Like, obviously it's not word for word, but it did come from the heart. I was just trying to give you an example. Anyway, so in that video I was talking about, what was it that I was talking about? Great, I forgot. Staying true to yourself, because the question was what I answered on last podcast, right? About putting out content even when you're sad, or how to put out content when you're feeling sad. And it's true, like, you just gotta stay true to yourself, especially in the lows. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that phrase or that quote that said something about what your character says the most about you through your lows and your highs or something like that, or the most when you're lows, or your character says so much more about you when you're dealing with lows than when you're dealing with highs or something like that. I don't know. Or your character should stay true to you, or through your lows and your highs. I don't know. Maybe I should make that into a quote if that's not a quote. But I know the other one was a quote. I just not word for word. But yeah, I don't know. I forgot how the heck I even got on the subject. I am going to work on the way that I really do these, though, because I'm like, literally, I'm talking to you like I'm having a conversation with you, like you're my friend and stuff, and we're just talking in the same room or on the phone. But I feel like I should probably clean up a little bit of this, because when I speak, because I go off on so many tangents, and I feel like at one point, sometimes I annoy myself. I could stop and I talk about something, or I correct myself, or I say something like that. So I can understand if it were to be annoying. Maybe some of you guys like this. I don't know, because it does feel like we're having a conversation. But I think it's something that I would really like to clean up, and also the kind of thing. But yeah, because then I forget my train of thought, like right now. But right. Just stay true to everything that you do and everything that you do. And of course, we're going to have slip-ups here and there. That's how we're going to learn. That's how we're going to understand and really respect the whole thing about staying true to everything that you do, in everything that you do. So, yeah. But the next thing I wanted to talk about, which I'm debating if I should talk about it in this one, or if I should go to the next one. I don't even know how long I've been talking for. I don't want to move my phone, because as soon as I get it off of my ear, that stops the recording, and I do not want to delete anything or fuck anything up. Last time I got a phone call, I believe it was, that messed everything up. So this time I have my phone on airplane mode. Gotta think, ahead of time and not let that happen. So that's an example. You make mistakes or things happen, then you learn as you go. But so long as you don't work on whatever it is that you want to advance in or get better at, then you're not going to learn the things that could happen, the obstacles and challenges, and then overcome them and figure out a way. That's what I'm saying. Figure out a way in whatever it is that you're doing to really stay true, but get ahead, and continue to do this, and find that way. Like my mama always tells me, para todo hay solución menos la muerte. And that means there's a solution for everything except for death. There you go. And maybe that could apply to taxes. But anyways, the two things that are guaranteed in this life, death and taxes. Next topic that I wanted to talk about was just the fact that it happened again, you guys. It happened again. I was just saying that, and you guys are a witness to that. I was just saying that I didn't want to move my phone, and then I look with my eyes. I look down because I'm holding my phone up still to my ear, and I see that the screen is lit up, and I was like, oh no, what happened? And I went back and had stopped recording. So that's up until where I started recording. And I think that's just a sign for me to end it here, and I will talk about the next topic in the next podcast. But I'll let you guys know what it is about. And it's pretty much how some parents are ruining or trying to just not accept them, period. Like, just not accepting their kids as they are, as who they are, and not letting them be, and trying to shun them from just life. And so that's basically what the next topic is going to be about. I feel like I didn't do a good job at saying what it's going to be about, but basically just, if there are any parents out there who are, maybe it's your parents, or maybe it's the parents of your friends, or maybe this was your parents, but may have been your parents. Asterisk sign is what I meant to say. Maybe it may have been your parents that really did everything in their power to just not let you talk to somebody because they found out you were dating, not allow you near friends because they thought that they were completely bad influences because they are gay, because they're turning you gay, or because they're scared it was going to rub off on you, whatever, stuff like that, That's going to be the topic for the next podcast. I want to thank you so much for just giving me some of your time, and spending it here on this podcast and listening to me. Thank you for choosing my podcast and choosing to listen to me and to hear what I had to say. I really do appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And I'm excited to have you here again next time. So hopefully you're enjoying whatever it is that you're up to. Hopefully you have a smile on your face, and this podcast made you feel a little bit more empowered and makes you want to go out and kick some ass in the world. And thank you again. I won't make this any more longer than it already is. And just want to say again, thank you for your support, thank you for your love, thank you for your loyalty, and I will catch you in the next podcast. Please take a second to share this if you know anybody that needs to hear this. Please follow me on my social medias if you're not already following me. Check me out there, see what I'm up to on those other thingies, and you could actually see my face and videos and what have you. And instead of hearing my voice, which is great, you can still hear my voice here. You can play this over again if you want to. By all means, please do. But I'll see you. Actually, I won't see you. I'm so used to saying that in my YouTube videos. I'm so sorry. I will catch you guys, as I already said, in the next podcast. And remember, if there is one thing that I want to call to mind, there are actually 3. No matter the highs, the lows, always be certain to do good, be grateful, and stay humble. See ya.